Presenting Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 11, Campanelli Sons, led by Technical Sergeant Gary Watson, hometown, Houston, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the United States Air Force song. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. Over the last 7.5 weeks, the airmen before you have transformed from civilians into motivated, disciplined warrior airmen with a foundation to serve in the world's greatest air force. Once these airmen leave basic military training, they will enter Airman Suite, where they will develop their critical thinking skills and further personalize the Air Force core values. They will continue on to technical training to learn the skills needed to perform in one of over 130 Air Force specialties. They will then move on to serve at one of our 84 Air Force bases around the world or directly with our sister services. As these airmen move on to technical training, they will continue to focus on adapting to military requirements, achieving occupational proficiency, and learning how to be highly productive members of the Air Force. These men and women will prepare for increased responsibilities and must ensure they are trained, qualified, and ready to deploy and operate in an expeditionary environment while maintaining home station readiness. Of the hundreds of thousands of American citizens that enter the workforce each year, less than 1% have joined the ranks of the U.S. military, and an even smaller percentage in the United States Air Force. You should be proud of their accomplishments thus far. The airmen before you have reached a milestone in their Air Force journey and will require your continued support to assist them in their future endeavors. These airmen are the future of our Air Force and will pave the way for future generations of airmen as we continue to fly, fight, and win. Ladies and gentlemen, please focus your attention to the right as 4 T-6A Texan 2s render a flying salute to our graduated airmen. This aircraft is from the 559th Flying Training Squadron, 12th Flying Training Wing, Randolph Air Force Base, Texas. graduates distinguished themselves by being ranked in the top 10% of all airmen graduating in their class. The exceptional personal dedication, integrity, service before self, and sustained excellence these airmen displayed through basic military training earned them this outstanding distinction. As the airmen march forward toward the oath of enlistment, we would like to thank the families and friends who are here in support of the airmen graduating today. Your words of encouragement help motivate these airmen through 7.5 weeks of basic military training. On behalf of the United States Air Force and Air Force Basic Military Training, we send our thanks to the families and friends of America's airmen for their support of your airmen and the greatest air power the world has ever known.
Base flags down! U.S. flags down!
Colonel Fisher will now come forward and address our graduated airmen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know. How do they look? Ladies and gentlemen, in just a moment, the men and women standing in front of you are going to raise their hand and promise to do amazing things for your country. And I wanted to welcome all our family and friends from all over to a very special place for the United States Air Force. This very parade field has been producing incredible men and women since before the Air Force was a separate service. This parade field produced airmen for the Army Air Corps, and now we produce airmen for the United States Air Force. This is a very special place for your Air Force. In Air Education and Training Command, we like to say that air power starts here. And this is a perfect example of why that is true. The men and women in front of you today have been doing amazing things for you and their country over the last several weeks with us. And it's been our honor and privilege to be present at this amazing moment in their personal and professional careers and in your family's stories of service and dedication to their country. Because I know that these men and women could not have gotten here without your love and support. That love and support that started at conversations around the dinner table, conversations on your living room couch, those conversations that talked about maybe doing something new, conversations that involved doing anything, anytime, any place for their country. So thank you so much for supporting these men and women in front of us today, and thank you for your continued support as we move forward, because make no doubt that their country is going to ask incredible things of them. We do the hard, the difficult, and the dangerous because other people cannot or will not do it. And so thank you so much for your support and joining us in this very incredible moment in their lives. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the number one reason why these men and women have made this journey so far. The military training instructor at the 737 Training Group and the gateway to the United States Air Force are amazing. Military training instructors make helicopter parents look lazy. And remember, the promise I make to you and to these airmen is that they will never forget the face of their MPI. Because we change lives here at the 737 Training Group and the gateway to the United States Air Force. And the military training instructors are the people that ensure that the men and women standing in front of you today are ready to accept the lifestyle that the words in that oath of enlistment require. So you may not know this, but right now over 390,000 enlisted members serve in the Air active Guard and Reserve. And out of those over 390,000 people, only about 550 MTIs currently serve and make the rest of the Air Force possible. These people are squared away. They know the rules and regulations. Ladies and gentlemen, the MTI Corps is what right looks like in your United States Air Force. So please take an opportunity to say thank you during your stay with us, and let me give you one more round of applause to my MTI Corps for the job they're doing. Now, there's one other special group of people with us today that have made this moment possible. If there are any military veterans in the audience with us today, please stand so we can recognize them. So for the military veterans in the audience today, you need to know that we are standing on the shoulders of giants right now. We cannot do what we do today without your incredible example of selfless sacrifice and service to your country. So I hope with today's graduating class, we have met your challenge and met your standard of incredible service to our country. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me thank our military veterans. Newest Airman. Are they looking good, ladies and gentlemen? And so to my newest airman in the United States Air Force, I need to congratulate you on a job well done. You know, you could have been anywhere over the last several weeks. But after those conversations with your family and friends around the dining room table at the living room couch, you decided to do something more. You decided to do what is hard and difficult. You decided to make yourself better. You decided to become a part of something bigger than yourself. And for that, we are so very grateful. And so think of all the changes you've gone through over the last several weeks. We've stretched your mind, your body, your spirit. We have changed your life into a life focused on service. Service to others and service to your country. And so, we're so proud that you are ready to not only take care of yourself, but take care of your fellow wingmen and take care of your airport. You will do amazing things for your country. And so the pride, the passion, and the professionalism that your MTIs and your leadership team have been putting in you over the last several weeks, now is your moment to pay it forward. Start paying back to the country that got you to this very moment in your personal and professional lives. And it's at this moment that I tend to think of an old proverb. And the proverb goes like this: when the load gets heavy, let me not ask for a lighter load. Let me instead ask for broader shoulders. So to the newest airman in the United States Air Force, over the last several weeks, I hope that we have helped you build those broader shoulders, because we are going to ask amazing things of you to help our country get better and stay safe. So at this point, I really only have one more question for you. Are you ready to join the ranks of the world's greatest Air Force? Ladies and gentlemen, it sounds like you're ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Colonel Fisher will now administer the oath of enlistment.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Colonel Fisher,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God.
Congratulations, Airman, and welcome to the world's greatest air force.
Thank you, Colonel Fisher. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as our newest airmen recite the Airman's Creed and remain in place for the departure of our official guardian. I am an American Airman. Thank you. Please be seated.
Right turn! Turn!
As viewed from the bleachers, from your left to your right, the first 4 heritage flights are from the 320 Training Squadron, McCoy, Airman, Parrish, and Kingston flights. The next 2 flights are from the 321st Training Squadron, Venker and Flake flights. They are followed by Erie, Wright, Barnes, and Gaylor flights from the 322nd Training Squadron. The last 4 flights are from the 324th Training Squadron, the Waldo, Harlow, Bellini, and Campanelli flights. Airmen in the state flag mass Murray flight from the 321st Training Squadron will be released to the visitors at the equipment locker to your left after the security flag. Please be careful while exiting the bleachers and while moving on to the grassy areas. For your safety, we also ask that you only use the stairs to exit the bleachers. All airmen are now released to their visitors. Thank you for your attendance and enjoy the rest of your stay at Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland